This also leads me into something I wanted to talk about, which is the spoon theory. If you've never heard of it before, or even if you have, I want to tell you how it kind of affects my life personally and apply it to my life. So when you have a chronic illness, something that is a way for other people to understand limited energy and chronic fatigue is the spoon theory, which means you only have so many spoons per day. And so for me, I don't have the same number of spoons every day, which means that one day I can wake up with 5 spoons, and a spoon is like getting a task done or energy. So for example, taking a shower, that takes a spoon, and you need to decide in your day how you're going to use your spoons. And so I could wake up with 5 spoons in one day, or I could wake up with 40. Very rarely do I ever wake up with 40, but it's like this limited amount of energy every single day, and then you need to choose how you're using that energy. So it's really tough because for me, I need to schedule out my life. I cannot be spontaneous like a lot of people my age are. I schedule 3 meetings a day, and that's my max. I can't do any more than that because I just don't have the spoons for that. I just don't have the capability. And I schedule my weeks out about a week in advance because I have to. And so that means that I know what in a day I need to save my energy for and what is happening the next day and the next after that. If I'm presenting at the end of the week, I need to save a lot of spoons for that because that burns my energy really quickly. And so like last night, that took a bunch of spoons. Sleep is really important for me, and I already have really bad sleep. And so I wake up with less spoons when I get worse sleep. But for me, it was worth it because I just really wanted to enjoy that experience. But it does take sacrifice, because that means that today I'm exhausted. Like, I didn't sleep that well. Like, I have huge bags under my eyes. I'm acting energetic because I'm just excited to talk to you about this, but I'm not probably gonna do a lot today at all and just be on the couch resting and not able to get a lot done. So when you have these spoons, even social time, even talking to people, those take spoons. Preparing food, having a call, prepping for a meeting, all of that takes spoons. And so when you have a chronic illness, you have to think ahead like that. And normal people don't. Normal people, you know, go out, do something crazy, have an all-nighter, maybe sleep in the next day, and they're good to go. And it's not like that for someone with a chronic illness. It affects you days after. Like when I get a bad night's sleep, 2 days after is when I usually feel it the most. So you just have to be so much more in tune with your body, so much more cognizant of what's taking your spoons, and then you're gonna pay for it later. You know what I mean? And so it's really hard, and it's hard to explain to people who are like my age and who don't necessarily understand. And so a lot of friends, I just can't talk to them because if they're not willing to schedule time to talk and they live a very spontaneous life, it just doesn't really work. Because I plan ahead, and so if a plan is canceled, then that means I saved energy. And especially if someone cancels on a meeting and just doesn't show up, this happens a lot in my life, unfortunately. That means right before a meeting, I will like go into an adrenaline state and get myself really energetic for the meeting, and then I crash after. So if I do that, or if I prepare and get up early, and like I'm also a very prepared person, so I prepare a lot ahead of time for even a social call. Then when something is canceled, that just means that I've, you know, I hate using the word wasted energy, but I've spent a ton of my energy getting into an adrenaline state or getting ready for something or whatever for it to then not happen. So that's why in my personal and professional life, I have to work and operate a lot differently than other people. Even responding to an email takes energy. Responding to texts takes spoons. And so that's why I'm such a bad messenger, because at the end of the day, like, I'm out of spoons sometimes. I just do not have the spoons and the energy to respond to text messages like normal people do, because each one takes a spoon. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that a little bit because I know that it's really difficult for people who have never had a health issue or have never had chronic fatigue issues to understand that. And even me explaining it, you know, you can never fully grasp it until you've experienced it yourself. But I did want to share, just in case it's helpful, just for my friends too, to realize like this is my life and this is how I have to live it with a chronic illness. And technically I'm disabled, like I could not work a traditional 9-to-5 job. So, you know, it's not a fun thing to talk about, but it's how I have to live my life, unfortunately. And then last thing I just wanted to talk about for funsies was some of the content that I'm really enjoying creating. So I'm really getting into like reels and short video content. You all know I love video content like vlogs. So now I'm getting into that shorter content of just short videos is how I think about it. And I've been doing my Manatee Monday for a while and I'm continuing to do that. I've also included a Wednesday one. What do I call it? Like, I think it's just a digital resting point. I think I was playing with the idea of like Wildlife Wednesday or something, but a digital resting point on social media on Wednesdays from the hikes that I've done in the past. I've taken so many videos that I think even though I haven't been on hikes for 2 months, I would still have footage to be able to post. And I love digital resting points because it's just a space on social media. A lot of people don't have access to nature, so it's just a resting space. It's like a rest stop kind of. You can just sit there for a bit, you know, unwind, listen to the sounds of nature, and I'm just loving creating those. And then on Fridays, I'm starting to play with Fun Nature Fact Friday, where I kind of choose an animal. The first one was a leopard slug, the second one was a sloth, and I just kind of share fun facts about them. And I'm learning so much, and I'm sharing my love of nature, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And then 2 new ideas I had, which I might enact this week. I might enact one this week and one next week. One was Stoic Sunday. So I just love Stoicism so much, and I want to share Stoicism with everyone else as well because it's helped my life. It's an operating system for my brain, it's a mindset, and it's helped me so much in my life. And so I think something I might try is sharing like a Stoic quote from one of the Stoics, like Seneca or Epictetus or, you know, Marcus Aurelius, or just any of them on Sundays, just to kind of expose more people to Stoicism and share it as a reel. And then another idea I had was for Saturdays, like Small Business Saturday or Social Venture Saturday or something along those lines, where I share awareness about social ventures that I love. So for example, I could share about Appalachian Botanical Company, or I could share about 4Ocean, or just companies that are doing really, really cool work for a social cause, and highlight the work that they're doing and share it and raise awareness about it. And yeah, that's something that I would also love to do. So I'm playing with that, and I'm feeling really good about that, and it's just been like a ton of fun to play around with that, because that creative side of my brain, it takes less effort than some other stuff. So that's just been something I've been doing for fun. It's kind of like a side hobby when I'm done my other work, and so, or usually I've been doing it on the weekends. So yeah, it's just been a lot of fun to explore. All right, I need to go start my day and see what I can do with the limited energy that I have, because, you know, with the weird sleeping last night. But it was just, it's so beautiful out today. I'm so grateful to have been able to have such a clear, beautiful night last night and just enjoy the outside weather. So I hope you get to enjoy the weather wherever you are. And if not, go check out my digital resting point so you can enjoy the outside. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go start my day. Bye.